Hi y'all, this is Larry at Beets, South Texas. It's November 30th and it's time for another garden update. So I've harvested my turmeric and I have replanted it. I picked the turmeric rhizomes with the most roots on them and just replanted them here. And did the same thing with the ginger in those other 3 barrels. In this bed I have some broccoli coming along, and then this was in the place where I planted broccoli seeds, but I don't know if that looks like a broccoli. I think that might be a weed. We'll have to see what happens with that. And then I planted cabbage over here. These 2 bigger ones are plants that I purchased. And this littler one here is one I planted from seed. Some eggplant here, it's doing fine. And jalapenos, we still have jalapenos on the bush, and there are still a few flowers coming on, so pretty surprised with that. I moved the raised bed from underneath that tree and brought it up here. And I'll be planting potatoes in that in about a month. And there was another bed back there I was trying to grow mushrooms, but it didn't work out. So I moved that one up here as well. I have sugarcane and ginger from Deep South Homestead planted in here. My direct seeded onions at this end of the bed look to be doing okay. But the farther up I go towards the house, the fewer and fewer there are. So we'll use our backup onions to replant. And the backup onions look to be doing great. So it looks like I'll have plenty of those. I still have them covered with chicken wire to keep things from scratching them out, but looks like we're going to have a bunch of those to plant as well. The carrots are doing well, though they're a little bit spotty in some areas and overseeded in others. So we'll get some carrots, but not sure how well they'll do. And cucumbers, they don't look real healthy, but there are a lot of flowers, so hopefully we'll get some cucumbers out of that. We planted some bush beans over in this bed. Looks like they've come up, but I don't know that they'll have enough time to put on any beans. I may have to cover them with something late in December for a day or two. And a couple other tomatoes here, and some sugar snap peas there. And more sugar snap peas in these containers. They're looking good, but they got a ways to go. And the pineapple plant is still alive, although it's looking a little weak. The sweet corn I planted as an experiment late in the fall is growing, but I don't know that it's going to produce much sweet corn. We'll keep an eye on that. We have a few beets growing in this bed. We did replant some more beets, and they're coming up in our small, but somehow we managed to get at least 1 turnip in this bed, which is doing real good. We have turnips over in this bed, a little bit heavily planted, but they're all looking good. Should be able to harvest some greens here shortly. And the curly mustard is looking good as well. And here's another bed that I will be planting potatoes in late in December. My pot of leeks is really doing well, so happy to see that. We'll be planting leeks again this year. And the moringa continues to do well. I'll be harvesting those leaves here, in another couple weeks. Some more eggplant over in this bed, doing well. And then tomatoes. So tomatoes are all alive, but they're not really looking like they're going to produce anything to me. Some daikon radishes here, they're looking good. And here we have Chinese cabbages and some other Chinese vegetables growing in here. So this little watermelon is done. It's like all the leaves of the plant have died, so we're going to take this and cut it open and see if it's red. In any case, we'll be giving this one to the chickens. It's got some insect damage, so we'll cut it open. Okay, let's cut this open and see what it looks like inside. Well, not quite ripe, but I think the chickens will enjoy that. The navel orange tree is about done for the year. I've been coming out and picking an orange every morning and having it for breakfast. There are just a few more left on, and they're falling off a lot, so this tree has done a good job this year. I have other orange trees that mature a little bit later, so still have oranges, but no more navel oranges in about another week probably. I pulled up all the okra from this bed. I think I probably have enough okra seed saved to last me for 5 years. So I think next spring we will be planting Danny corn in this bed. So this week I picked all the peanuts off of the vines that were drying, and then I got about a pound, which is, we probably boiled about a pound when we first harvested them. But got about a pound of the dried peanuts off. Then I soaked them in salt water overnight, and then roasted them in the oven. So they're pretty nice. They taste real good. You know, I'm real happy. These won't last very long. I've been beating everybody off for a while, but they'll be gone by the end of the weekend for sure. So except for a few more jalapenos and some moringa leaves, I'm probably done harvesting for 2018. I will sometime in December try to do a review of the 2018 garden and go through all that we were able to harvest it and the problems that we had. So be on the lookout for that video. That's it for today. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.